Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to get us started right on time. Thank you so much for being here to support our actors that are here in the front row of Ruckus at Rita's. We are excited to show off their hard work. But before we do that, I am Stephanie Newland. Welcome. I'm the director of Belong here at the Tolleson at HPMC. So thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. How many of you, with a show of hands, have come to a short film premiere before? Oh my gosh, we got a lot of, okay, and if this is your first time to come, raise your hand. Wow, wonderful. Well, thank you guys for spending your afternoon with us. Bring your friends next year. Thank you for coming. Before I turn it over to our director to say a little bit about the process and the film itself, if you don't know, also with our Belong Disability Ministry, we have a documentary that is currently in some film festivals called Into the Spotlight. So I was going to put up a slide here of our social media, Into the Spotlight doc, if you want to follow us on Instagram. There are many of you who are new to short film in here, so if you want to pull out your phone and scan that QR code, you can do that now to follow us on social media. Many of the actors that are here tonight in the short film were also in the documentary that's going around town right now. You can also, on the back of your program, there's a QR code, but give us a follow if you haven't already. Again, thank you for being here and sharing your evening with us. I know we're excited to show you what we've been working on. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tamitha, who was our director of our short film this year, and then we'll get started. Tamitha, come on up.
Thank you. So I always tell people one of the things I love the most is the writer's room. So that's how the process starts, is that we meet for 2 sessions, and the actors and co-writers share their ideas for the characters they would like to play. And this year we did it a little differently. We played 20 questions for their character once they kind of had an idea, and we asked them what their hopes and dreams were, what their desires, what they liked. And then we try to take as many of those ideas and put them into one short film. And so, but I really love that process. I also love the directing process, but that's one of my favorites. And what we ended up with was a group of actors who are struggling to pay their rent at their school. We ended up with a couple of sisters who own a cafe who are struggling to pay their property taxes. In New York, their New York cafe. We ended up with, and the group of actors are really fun because sometimes they're trying to put on a wrestling musical, and other times they actually get a job as what would we say, like Entertainment Tonight type reporters. And then we have a doctor who's a regular who is really doing some inventive work in helmet technology, and so there's some secretive things going on around what he's doing, and he's partnering with a coach and his bodyguard, or goon, as we like to call him sometimes, and so there's some things going on there, and so those are and then there's a mysterious person that I'm not going to tell you exactly what he does, but he is integral to the part, and that's Max's part. And so those are the characters that end up congregating in the cafe. And there's a mystery that surrounds a painting in the cafe, and that is the kind of center point for a lot of the drama, or the ruckus, as you would say. And so with that, is that good? Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me work with your crew. They're really cool.
I forgot 2 important things. The first thing is we have many, many people to thank, especially Bill, Ted, and Jackie from Amore and Snyder Plaza. If you have been there before, you will recognize that is where we filmed. They were incredibly gracious to let us join their space early. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. I think they're in here somewhere. So thank you to them. And then thank you also to Carrie Sanger at the Meadows Museum, another gracious partner who let us film some scenes in the Meadows Museum. And then finally, after the film, we're going to do a short Q&A with the actors. So as soon as the credits roll, we will get our actors here on stage. So all that to say, please stay after the film ends for an exciting Q&A. And with that, let's get it going. Thanks, guys.
Coffee.
Our dad traveled to the Amazon to create the famous hearts of palm recipe for our pizza.
Only the freshest ingredients for our customers.
Papa would say.
This is delicious. Dang it.
Thanks, Rita. It's good, right?
Yes. It tastes exactly like those wild hearts of palm that are illegal to harvest. Palmito silvestre, they call it.
Daddy. Sounds like flavor.
Without breaking any laws, just wish we could create this part of trust.
Really? What's your secret then?
It wouldn't be a secret if she told you now, would it?
Left, Jay?
Make the call.
Doc, you've had the impact data long enough. My quarterback is out for concussion protocol. We need that new helmet stat.
Do you understand stat, Doc?
Anyway, what's the holdup, Genius?
You can't rush a genius court, Davis. I need more time.
Oh, we can't.
Fine. I'll meet you at Rita's. It's quiet there anyway.
Yes, rough.
Rough is an understatement.
My tongue is bleeding. But I didn't remember.
Toes and rolls. My back is aching from flying around in that harness.
Your band? What about my band? I'm the one hosting you up in the air for half the show.
That means we must go to parade through our.
Yes. Mama suffer. Masterpiece.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, what a kiss up. I'm sure you understand, Dr. Power. Did you that Luke is going with someone will be our big hit? Our money maker, our ticket to stardom.
Yeah, sure.
Usual.
Extra pepperoni point.
I counted on the exercise.
Extra hard palms, please. Extra hard palms, going right up.
Cool it with the extras. We cannot afford the lights.
but it's cool.
We could to make a cheaper dinner if we have electricity.
Stop running your mouth.
This place is a little crowded today, Doc.
Well, this is usually the law. But these clowns don't have electricity.
Oh, I see you're still admiring our painting. My sister doesn't like for me to mention it, but I was left there in the doorstep when she was 15, and I was just a few months old. I was in a basket wrapped in a blanket, and a painting was rolled up and tucked into the side of the basket 27 years ago.
I got farther than I anticipated.
Good, I can't get my son for best American custom.
I need fundings to spur my colleagues to run more tests.
The big game is on the line. We're not sharing.
Aim to win, see?
So,
The technology belongs to New York style.
oh, you don't care if the other player from the other team get hurt?
You won't die.
Anyhow, anyway.
Are they alright? You good? Should stay up all night playing again?
Polishing on my portfolio.
Again? You can see walking down the other show was.
Hey, spare us the family drama, would you?
The testing with this kind of technology is not on my budget.
Well, they're nice shoes for someone on a budget, Doc. I got a nice pair of shoes and cement if you can't put a rush on it.
I mean,
Because you're the best in the business, Doc.
Medicine, fine.
if I take a Hippocratic oath,
Ah, Doc, no one likes a hypocrite.
You want to write about our cheese? It's our breakfast special.
Sure. Maybe I'll title it This Quiche is to Die For.
It's that good.
Partly cloudy with gusts of wind today. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Breaking news. An art collector has uncovered an original Lupe Sueño in a Manhattan pizza shop. It is valued at $28 million. The simple painting of palm trees in the Amazon forest is believed to be the last missing painting from Lupe Sueño's sketchbook collection and could also hold clues to her disappearance 27 years ago.
27 years ago? Wait a second. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Every Monday, well, a painting.
Gives us more time to book up for the play.
And learn our lives?
But we can't steal Rita's electricity. Good news. Painting gig for a gaggle of reporters. I always wanted to play Nancy Drew type.
We aren't playing reporters. We're actually going to
become reporters.
Method acting, I love it. How does it down about Lupe?
What was the connection?
Are you going out?
what's going on? What happened to the wrestling musical?
you ever heard of a side hustle?
Yeah, we gotta get the lights turned back on before Emma goes all plans to blow on us.
You heard of gaslighting, right, Doctor? No, they weren't. They were
Not dating that much.
Give us a juicy details.
If we break this story, we'll promise we'll be better tippers in the future.
It's only a tip if you actually pay your tab.
The truth is,
Uh-huh.
we don't really know.
Oh.
We'll make something up. It's okay.
The wood.
I bet Lupe Swinno is their precious papa's connection to the illegally sourced hearts of palm.
We need to snap some pics.
She probably disappeared into a life of luxury
It's so tough.
and is creating art under a pseudonym at her leisure.
You got it, sister.
Turn your head so, yeah, baby.
Right, okay, that's it up.
Yeah, we gotta get Rita one. Move along, Doctor.
Now you're a millionaire and we're Ruckus. Well, if that's you, bet.
Money changes everything.
You know we're broke, right?
Can I add please to coffee? Everyone out! I can hear something.
You heard my sister. Everybody out! And you too. Wait, what happened?
It was just right here, wasn't it?
First, you kicked us out, and then you drag us back in.
Who do you think you are?
We have to run to me.
The authorities aren't going to like this.
You can't hold me against my will.
Who took it?
What?
Hey!
She took it to him?
I'm a lawyer, customer, and a doctor. I don't need to say your opinion to survive. And I need to get to the hospital in 15 minutes.
Weren't you talking about not having the budget yesterday?
Yes, but...
But what?
Who do you think you are?
I'll be about to find out.
It wasn't me.
We all know you need the money. Was it you or one of these clowns?
How dare you accuse that you're lost your customers for these many years?
Well, I'm paying customers.
I saw you looking in the doctor's pocket yesterday.
What about Lily? Trying to pay for the fancy art school?
Me? What about her? You don't even know her.
I'm a culinary explorer, recording exotic recipes. Wait! Where did you come from? I assure you, I wasn't even paying attention to your story. Okay. It was me, but I wasn't going to sell it. I thought it might hold a clue to your illegally sourced hearts of palm. I know this cafe is linked to the destruction of the rainforest, and I will not leave here until I prove it. Dear cousin, it seems my recent paintings have sparked some controversy in our home country. I am forced to flee, so please care for my sweet Lily until I can return. I also included my recipe for Abuelita's marinade. Bathe the hearts hearts of palm in this marinade to make them taste like heaven. I have also left you my last painting. I imagine once I disappear, the value of my art will increase. That's how it is in the mad art world. If you find yourself in need, sell it to the highest bidder. Much love to you, cousin. Loopy. So, you mean to tell me that this marinade has been your secret all along? Can I have the recipe for the marinade?
Now I can go to high school.
I can play the property taxes.
We can lower our rent and erase our tab.
Hooray!
It's everyone.
Give them one more round of applause while they're getting up here. Max, you want to come right here? Yeah. Okay. Let me give one of these to Tamika. You guys hold on. Here you go. Here, let me give one of these too. Okay, we are going to do a little question and answer session with our actors here. Tamitha and I are going to take turns asking some questions, and then we'll pass the mic around for you guys to answer. Okay? My first question is, what was it like being filmed? Natalie, will you answer this question for us as our newcomer?
Being filmed on camera made me nervous at first, but then I got adjusted to it, and I felt like a movie star.
Andrea, how about you? You are a veteran to the screen, but how was this experience?
Well, it was fun, but it was not all glitz and glamour. It sometimes felt kind of tiring, just in part because my role required me to do a lot of silent acting in the background. And so I was just constantly waiting for the camera to roll, and I never knew when I would be in the spotlight, so to speak. So I was just always having to stay in character and keep my positions and gestures and everything just as consistent as possible for continuity purposes. And I slipped up a few times. I even got sick on one of our shooting days, but I kept going as long as they needed me.
Andrea was very, Andrea is very helpful actually with continuity, by the way. I was like, you might be hired for that job in the future. Okay, and Mary Claire?
Yeah, I like acting. In fact, I took acting classes even when I was in high school.
That's awesome. What was it like being filmed?
It was good.
Okay. Okay, the next question is, what was your inspiration for your character? Jason.
Well, I took a cartoon character from another cartoon, my first name of my character, and I took Doctor Strange from all the Doctor Strange movies, my last name, and put Doc in front of that. And I just want to say thank you to Mary Claire for helping me a lot of trying to give my character an actual name. So thank you, Mary Claire, for your help.
I like being a coach. I like playing the grumpy character.
My character in the profession was Marty McFly from Back to the Future. That's my favorite movie and a musical.
Marty McFly was his character inspiration. Back to the Future.
And then the inspiration for Max's character. His character was a snobby art dealer. So Max says, I named him Maximilian Cartier.
Nancy, we would like to ask you, what was the hardest part of this filming experience for you?
The hardest part was memorizing all those lines and being comfortable in the spotlight with a lot of eyes glued on you.
Yeah, you go, girl. Kind of like right now.
So Charles, what was the hardest part of filming?
All those cameras and not looking at the camera.
Say whatever you want. And Constance, we're going to ask you the same question. What was the hardest part of filming for you? Here you go.
My favorite part of filming is a drama in the American Women's Restaurant, and I like it so much. I'm so happy that I get memorizing some of the lines.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Line memorizing, always hard.
Max's favorite part was filming at the Meadows Museum. The lighting and space were very dramatic, and it added to his role.
Abby, what about you? What was your not the hardest part, but what was your favorite part of filming?
My favorite part is I get to act. For real. And memorizing lines is the hardest, and the easy part was picking out our character and the story, and I enjoyed the company, the fellow awesome cast, and acting is really good. It's very humbling for me. I love it.
Thank you, Abby. Sally, we're going to ask you the same question, another seasoned film star. What was your favorite part of filming?
My favorite part is actually acting and talking to friends when I'm really not filming.
Andrea, what was your favorite part?
Well, I don't know, but I will say that I do love acting, even though it occasionally can be cumbersome.
Andrea, what was your favorite? Where was your favorite place to film?
Well, I enjoyed filming at a Mar Italian Bistro, which is where all of my scenes were filmed.
And Abby, what about you? What was your favorite part of the film?
My favorite scene, my favorite part is in the dressing room. Because the only boy that we had was Matthew, with a bunch of girls in that dressing room scene.
Mary Claire, what was your favorite part of the film?
I guess my favorite part was making new friends and meeting new people.
Sally, how about you? What was your favorite part of the film, of the movie?
Well, my favorite scene is probably being in the dressing room, just like Abby said.
Okay. Davis, will you answer this question for us?
I like the table scene.
Ah, the table scene where Chaz makes the joke about the shoes being expensive. And Natalie, what about you as our newcomer to All Things Spotlight this season? What was your favorite scene to film?
Serving keys to Andrea was my favorite part. She was a little like having this stern look at my face, and I had this like lower down face, and like playing Lily was very fun. Although I got very nervous because I missed a line. But during shooting, I got better and better, and I guess my character Lily is very sweet. She's kind, and she's an older sister to Rita, which is Erin, and but she's got a little snobby and sassy look, and I never done the sassy look before, so this is new to me. But you know. Lily's such a kind-hearted character, and she's named after a flower, which is very beautiful.
Okay, I'll open to one audience question. Does anyone have a question for somebody up here? We'll just do one. Oh my goodness, we have some hands. If I can get, Tommy, perfect. Tommy, I'll let you pick. You got it.
Thank you. I'm Cindy Johnson. I just have one question for the people that have been on stage with me and without me as well. How does it differ from being on stage to being shown on film here?
Ooh, this is a good question. Cindy, who is also a veteran Spotlight actress. She asked, what is the difference between being on stage and acting in a musical the way we do it for our Spotlight musical, so real time, versus having something recorded that's shown on screen? Is there someone in particular who would like to answer this question? Oh, wow. Okay, Abby, I saw your hand first, and then Jason and Natalie, you can add. Go ahead.
I think on-stage acting is on stage. And in the short film, they use cameras.
Okay. Jason, care to add?
I would say acting on stage is a little more easier. You don't have cameras everywhere you look filming you. And a short film is a little harder, I think, because you have cameras every which way filming you, what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're not doing. And so I would say acting on stage is a little more easier because you don't have things around you every which way. So, yeah.
Makes sense. Natalie, do you want to say one more thing? You go for it.
I would say for me, for my experience, I've never been in a musical, but I was in a theater class a few years ago. And years later, I guess two of my mentors, which I would thank, like Miss CC, for taking me to the musical Hairspray, which was a beautiful musical, and Miss Amy, who she isn't there, for taking me to see Les Miserables, which is a very good musical, but it also made me cry a few times. But I think musicals just open the heart to many talented actors. And as for movies, for me, I grew up wanting to be in a real movie, or probably in an animated film, or maybe a short film like Ruckus at Rita's place. And actors, like, they can spark their big dreams. And sometimes when you get nervous or have these butterflies down in your body, you just have to calm down and embrace who you are, like whether it's weird or quirky or maybe silly or fun. It's just the actors out there, they have big dreams, and that's why they became real stars to this day.
Wow. How articulate, Natalie. Well, I think that was a great way to end our experience. Thank you guys for coming. Let's give them another round of applause and have a good evening.